Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your daily dose of sassiness and maybe other stupidity. We are playing Call of Cthulhu since pretty much everyone else is playing Red Dead Redemption, and there seems to be no point in doing a review considering everyone else is going to be doing a review on it. And honestly, I'm somewhat more intrigued by this game. And damn, that's a cool Titan. I actually played a little bit. I had some problems with Adobe, and something happened with part of my footage, so I'm doing it again. So this is not the first time I'm playing it. Anyways, Boston, 1924. Edward Prince, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. And it does, in case you didn't notice, it has the cliche 24-41, section A, paragraph B, drunk, for one of the cliches of horror. Enter madness. But it's rather interesting. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Oh no! Blood! Blood! Oh no, it's the shark from Nemo! Finding Nemo! Get up. As you can tell, he is struggling like a motherfucker. One of the first things I noticed is, although this game's animations, and honestly I'm gonna say its investigative aspects are wonderful, the graphics are not excellent, but they honestly don't need to be. And I found a lot of horror games that don't have excellent graphics to be rather interesting. Alrighty, go to the side. We're gonna get a lamp and bolt cutters, blah blah blah. No. There we go. And we are going to cut the bolt. Now, for some reason, even though there is a boat over here, we are not leaving because that would be what a sane person would do, and we are not sane. We are insane. We're dumbasses. But that's okay.
My wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Then why don't you go back to sleep?
What a putrid offering.
Well, fuck you. How about no offering?
To fight. You have been chosen.
Chosen? I won the lottery? This is a scam. This is a prank. Pretty sure I'm getting scammed here.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Yet I don't see any writing.
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Well, maybe keep shooting.
I hate whiskey.
Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Not yet.
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
All of which I'm
The
interested
good
in.
old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me, the bar. I will let you guys, since I already played through this and want to get through as much as possible, and I will get to actual
Married
clues.
woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Well, no kidding.
I used to be an avid reader. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
I don't know.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The doctor can repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I hear voices in my dreams. So we already know he's connected to the case, and it does give you the option to drink or not drink. I don't drink because I'm going for the good ending.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce?
And we all know the good ending is to cheat by drinking yourself.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Well, Sally, I don't think I can help you. This is really hard because I'm not sure what I want to do at the time. I do want to be able to... This one's kind of the important one for me because spot hidden represents... Because, well... If it's not discovered, you can't discover it then. I kind of want to do this again, or this. Although this might be kind of important considering we are talking about an occult, well, mythology. I was about to say something that might not go over well with some people. I don't know. Half of me really wants to do this one. This case. Past defense by analyze a crime. This still seems like it'll be important, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Alrighty, I have a mix.
Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up to date.
Now,
On a related matter,
I love how
there is a sensitive
stereotypical
What's
and
wrong?
cliche her voice
As you
is,
know, we wish to closely monitor the
but it's
progress of our
kind of
contractors.
charming in a
And
sense.
it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Cliche number 225, section A, paragraph B. Paragraph A. Or was it C? Was it paragraph C? Shady figure
Sir,
behind
I
the
came
door.
here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Well, fuck you too.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster.
I don't care.
industrialist
Go
and art
fuck
collector.
yourself.
All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Wow.
If you come
In
to
that
me-
case, you can go.
It means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
Or a message.
Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Breathed. Oh, oops. Wrong button. Wrong button.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Marriage. Company.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an
Or as
accident.
they try to make it appear. Because it doesn't
The
appear
sender's
simple.
label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a
It's
small
dark waters.
remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Alrighty.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side.
Well, she's kind of dead. So
Let's
you
sum
mean
things up. An artist dies
Wow.
with her family in a house fire.
for her memory?
Your only clue
Fair enough,
is
though.
a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
And this,
Thank you,
ladies
Mr.
and gentlemen,
Pierce.
is where he
I
regrets
didn't
everything.
expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Oh!
Something's queer, but it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I used to be an avid Wentworth agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
It was here.
Darkwater
There we
is
go.
off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
Was it a sea or a dream?
But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port.
I wonder,
I just
I'm
hope that I can
imagining
find a
we'll
boat
get to
able
see
to
this
take me to Darkwater.
quote-unquote gigantic creature. Damn. Okay, so far I honestly love it. I love it. I really do love it. Alrighty. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation, which we continue with the insanity. Why would you ever go to a place named Darkwater that looks like that? I can imagine starting a business here would be not so profitable. Then again, everything's got to be pretty fucking cheap, considering it looks like a shithole. I didn't say that. Bug! Presents to you. A game of... I don't think I've heard of them before, to be completely honest. I should probably look at Steam and see what other games they've made. Maybe I'll recognize them. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I know Focus Interactive, obviously.
We're almost there.
Almost there. And yeah, maybe that's the worst thing. It has such charm to it. Who wouldn't want to raise a family here in the middle of nowhere? Call of Cthulhu. I love the vibe, I love the atmosphere, I love just about everything. I love how... Yes! How is this place still in existence? Oh yeah, and by the way, it is not that easy to dock a boat.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
That's interesting in itself. Anyways.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Great, let's turn around.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
No, let's turn around. I mean, you can
So,
thank him, but
what
we can
wind
still
brought
turn
you?
around.
Does the
Stupidity.
Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Stupidity, mostly.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles
I'm
Hawkins
sure
may
you
have
would.
been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
Landlubber.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
Oh, it sounds like
You know
it.
what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell
Nah.
may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alrighty. So, we are not going to examine... I usually... When I first did it, I examined the whale, but I also upgraded myself a little bit more in terms of the medical. This time I did one less, whatever you want to call it, For the reason that you get,
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used.
there's
in a
something
long
that
while.
gives you a little bit of experience. This one. Here we go. Medical profession, volume 2. Progression, profession, whatever. Anyways, now we will go ahead and, well, see.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Oh, fuck you.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh
Hey.
darn, Mr. Not like another one
They've
of
come
these
for
locals.
less.
Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
You can see that I'm busy.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast.
You can see that I'm busy.
You can't understand.
Probably should
You're
have
not
asked about
seeing
the
this.
warehouse.
It's a sign.
I forgot to do that the last time too, so fuck me.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Ooh. Oh, look! The local, the Trump supporter. We have another one of those scumbags.
Hey, be careful.
Oh. Interesting. And I didn't get to clarify, but I'm guessing she's someone called Cat, which we'll see in a sec.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Can't
The
go
Hawkins
very far to the
warehouse.
left or right.
I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Nope.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy.
I
The
can.
name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long
Darkwater.
months and came back,
Almost a
sweating
Boston.
and stinking of
Wait,
the
where-
oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings.
Paintings.
Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child.
Well, I
and
wouldn't
all
exactly call any of you
saw them in the
normal,
paper and we
but
said to
here we
ourselves,
are talking about normal.
that. Who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it,
What, she
the
went
truth
around
is
telling
really
everyone?
a question of point of view.
Ha!
mean by that?
Alternative
Do you
facts.
still trust the truth
Oh, these
after
are
a
Trump
bottle of whiskey?
supporters.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Didn't I already do that one and it still has the dark
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this
miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
Well, that
Anything
gives
else?
away the obvious.
That'll
Nope.
be all for now.
Alrighty.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Rather interesting.
You have no right to treat us like this.
Oh, yeah.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted with its own consciousness.
Liber.
Until it finds a new reader.
It's an H or B. Let me. Lier. Eor. Prologue. Ba 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 ba. I can't really read. Anyways.
Do you like our song?
Nope.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
And
That's
yet
true.
there are no women
It's
at
a
this
reminder
table.
of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Even though you claim to
Without
not
it,
have
the
been
whole of
around during that
Darkwater would
time.
have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
Even though you said your
Our
grandparents.
grandparents
Yep.
tasted its flesh.
And
And it
you know
was
it's
delicious.
exactly as in the paper because whatever. Alternative facts.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales.
What you
of
want to
course.
believe.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last.
The biggest.
Biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
This is interesting. And let's talk to the lady here.
What you looking at, stranger?
Well.
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink,
Wow.
stranger.
You are a bitch.
I told you to beat it.
Well, okay.
You again.
Let's see. Well, yes, me again.
I
Who
read the
else?
article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
That'll be
Alrighty.
all for now.
Alrighty. Yeah, we already did that.
And then he said, you have no right to treat us like this.
Open sesame. Open sesame. Sorry.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy.
You can't understand.
What could have done?
You can't
That's no way
understand.
to
You're not
treat an omen.
sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. There's something that's in trouble.
I wonder if I can talk to. I didn't try to talk to any of these people. I wonder if I can. No. No, no. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, we've talked to everyone we can here. We've done everything we can. Drugs and all, except drink. As I said, usually that doesn't give a good ending. At least, I imagine it doesn't. I could be wrong. I could be right. I would guess that I'm right, but who knows?
This man and
obviously
Fitzroy
I would guess
could be
it's
twins.
Right. Obviously, I would guess it was right if, you know, I would do it.
What a macabre souvenir.
The leg. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know I could use a lighter. Oh, wow. I just accidentally pressed the middle mouse button.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
And I didn't go in here before, but as it turns out, there is nothing of interest here. Thanks.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
And I'm guessing it's that woman. Quite
I brought out
charming.
the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
Your
But in
local
truth,
Tinder
you're likely
date.
to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
And they're all blacked out.
That's all I'll get from them.
Well, that's helpful. Why don't you tell me why you gave me shitty documents that don't help me on my investigation? Because you're a fucking dick, you little prick. Hello.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors,
Masturbation?
the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater.
Well.
Tell me what I can do to help you.
Nothing.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
Hopefully
I
not.
wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I am interested to what he's doing.
The miraculous
or
catch.
going to do.
Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Already have.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
No kidding.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Well, no, I have. And yes.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision
exactly.
to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Which is very unlikely.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I did.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I mean, if someone blacked it out. Or at least something does.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island.
Well,
indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But
not
you don't
going
know with
through
whom.
you.
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the
I mean,
building
you
belongs to,
could.
don't you?
Yes, obviously.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is?
Look, I've already shown it to you.
Okay.
It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Alrighty.
I shall be on
Nothing
my
else.
way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright, this is where I stopped last time, but I'm gonna go a little bit further. Da 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 da. Oh, great, these assholes. Actually, you know what? Let's go talk to the woman. See if we can't talk to the woman.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
I told you to beat it.
Aw. But I was supposed to meet a woman from Tinder here. And who's her creepy bodyguard? Slash henchman slash... Oh. Now I'm kind of curious to see if anything happens. Will anything happen?
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
Well,
So
that's...
you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. Just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Wow, aren't they pieces of shit? I kind of want to warn him. Let's see if we can.
You're back again. What can I...
Nope, apparently
I
not.
shall be on my way.
So come back.
Alrighty, so I just kind of had to let things unfold in that regard.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
To be fair, well, I guess it'll be interesting.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
What could have done so?
Don't put that beast back.
You can see that I'm...
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Alrighty. Let's see what else there is. Can we talk to you? Nope. That is kind of creepy, to be completely honest, but kind of cool. I love creepy and cool. They don't always go hand in hand, but when they do, they are quite marvelous.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Wow. So, Brendan, the navigator. That's pretty English to me. Looks pretty English. Oh, there's a little bit of a frame drop, which is kind of surprising. I have a pretty damn good computer. i7 Ryzen processor new, and 1070 GTX, which isn't great, but it's okay. Alrighty. And
You live
I
here?
will see.
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and
Wow.
ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment.
For the moment.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Alrighty.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Then why
Fitzroy
don't
gives
you,
us
I
a
don't
few
know,
chores every now and
leave?
again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Okay. Then,
The two guys behind
okay.
you. What are they guarding?
Drugs.
The bootleggers.
Oh.
Scum.
They're protecting their
Alcohol.
territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
That's interesting.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Is it Cat who's...
Oh,
No, no. I wanna... Well, it doesn't let me do much else.
I've taken enough of your time.
we'll see you later.
Yep. I hope not. Let's sneak in here.
If it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you now.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto.
Wow, she's interesting.
And with that smell on your breath, I don't
Could
give you much chance
act
anyway.
same purpose. Crazy bitch. As if we didn't have enough of those.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Actually, that's not true.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
What's with you wandering?
We saw you talking. Go die of...
Apparently that didn't do it.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think
I
defaced
think
the
that's
statue?
still up for debate,
What
but
do I know?
you know.
They could have done it by themselves.
Or you
The
could have
sailors.
done it.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Apparently someone else. we still have to meet a lot of characters, I imagine, to get a better idea of who could be responsible.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one
Cat.
What? You listen through...
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Oh, wow. Sounds like at least 2, maybe 3 of my exes. She could fit the profile.
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Well, we got so much from these chatty people. Let's
I've
go
got
ahead.
to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Alrighty.
I bid you, gentlemen,
farewell. Alright, dickheads.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Alrighty, dickheads. Alrighty. One
Where
more
do you think
and
you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare me the next verse. I'll tell you what I know.
Haha.
There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks.
Oh, that's...
And then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And
No
there
surprise.
are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
That's fine.
We kind of figured that out.
Where do you think you're...
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce.
Come on. Private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Which is
Darn
wonderful.
it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Well, it's now open. What do you know about the Hawkins
What more
case?
can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case.
Well,
they were all
who
burnt to
was?
death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
Oh, now
What do you
who's the
mean by that?
superstitious one?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Well, leave well enough alone. Never
You
actually
again.
worked on
I told-
anyone.
No need.
Wow, you're a dick. So they don't really care about what happened to the woman, and it's too complex for them. And they also don't want to know.
Shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Alrighty, so that's gonna be that. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.